everyone. It is a quiet Wednesday morning here in Toronto. I woke up a little bit earlier today because there is a morning coffee session today at 9, so I wanted to come out and of course get my steps in before the rest of the day. So I am taking a different route today. I'm trying to change it up every once in a while. No groceries today. I've been pretty good at only doing those once or twice a week. So I went grocery shopping yesterday and picked up a whole bunch of produce, which is exactly what I needed. And today it's just going to be a regular long walk. It's actually a beautiful day, a little bit chilly. It's May and I'm still wearing the parka, but that's okay, it'll warm up soon enough. I got a package from Sample Source and in it were a couple of greenies for Lulu. She's never had these before. This is the petite one and she took it right away and she seems to be really enjoying it. So we're gonna monitor her and make sure she is okay with that. I love how she holds it with her little paws and then she's just gnawing on it. She's gnawing on the toothbrush side. Dislodge the tartar and stuff maybe, or anything that's like loose on their teeth. But when I took it out of the bag, it kind of smells to me like kibble or a dog treat or something like that. So I don't know if it's actually all that good for their teeth. Maybe, oh my gosh, she ate the whole toothbrush part.
She did?
I guess she bit it off and swallowed it. Are you okay, Lulu? I guess these disintegrate really quickly because she's actually almost done the entire thing. I think she's just biting off pieces and then swallowing them. She ate that really fast. It's been like, there's like a little bit, there's like an inch left.
Holy.
I think it's been less than 5 minutes.
Could you share an example of back and forth or disagreement during a difficult time or with...
Hey everyone, one of our friends just dropped off this huge bag. He's actually organizing a virtual whiskey tasting sometime probably next weekend. And he came by to drop off the little bottles of whiskey. But also in this bag here was a little early birthday treat for me and it was such a nice surprise. His wife, who is my very good friend, she is the one that always surprises me with all of these like sweet treats around my birthday. So nice. And she gave me this card, which is so cute. Look. And then in here, she actually made me cinnamon buns. They're in a Nadege box, but they are homemade cinnamon buns that she woke up early this morning to make. She made the dough last night and she woke up at 6 a.m. to bake them. Hubby and I are going to have a couple of them now. So I'll open this up and show you what they look like. She also got me a box of macarons from Nadege. Here are the cinnamon buns. They look so good. They smell so good. And then the macarons are here. Yum! Such nice treats. This is really hitting the spot. I haven't had a cinnamon bun in so long. I used to have a great recipe for cinnamon buns from All Recipes and I think it was called Ooey Gooey cinnamon buns, but I haven't made that recipe in so long and this is making me want to make them. It's really delicious. Hubby's having one too. I was really nice and gave him the biggest one. This is maybe the second biggest one. It's actually one of my other friends' birthdays today, as well as my mom and my aunt. So I'm gonna be getting on a FaceTime call pretty soon with one of my girlfriends just to wish her a happy birthday. And then hubby and I are going to be FaceTiming my family to catch up with them and also of course to wish my mom and my aunt a very happy birthday. So it's a really nice like connected day for me today. Cinnamon buns, oh they're so good. I'm feeling really good right now. We're also going to have a few of the macarons. My friend actually makes macarons herself. She didn't make these ones, but the ones that she makes are super delicious. She's a very talented baker. and one of my sisters commented afterwards that it felt like one of our usual get-togethers, even though we were all at our own homes. And I would definitely agree with that. It was very comfortable and easy just to chat with each other. I mean, we had to do a little bit of like turn-based talking. We couldn't have multiple conversations going on at once just because of the nature of video conferencing. But it was nice because everyone got a chance to talk and everyone listened while one person talks. So the dynamics, of course, were a little different from our usual like in-person get-togethers, but it was still really nice, and it was great to see everyone's face and hear from them. I really enjoyed it. It felt very good. This is the first time since the start of the pandemic that we've had a family call with all of us, and we're gonna do it next week on my birthday, so it'll be fun. I'm passing by the base of the CN Tower today. There's nobody here except for a few people walking their dogs. It is so foggy today. You can't see the top. Was an okay session today. I don't think I had any like deep insights or anything like that. Today was more of just like a brain dump to get ready for morning coffee sessions, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm doing a little bit of work for the studio, but I thought I would check in while I'm waiting for the session to start. And I wanted to mention that I have switched again. I've switched back to how I used to sit with this background behind me. Yesterday I had turned my laptop back around because we were doing a video call with my family, and hubby and I can both sit on this side because there's more room. After I turned my laptop around, I didn't bother turning it back, so I thought I would just do the coffee session like this today. But I do find that I feel different facing in different directions. I don't feel like I'm any more productive facing in a certain direction, like how feng shui would suggest. I think facing east is the best, if I'm not mistaken. But there's definitely a different energy, and I find even the act of switching things up makes me feel more productive and more motivated. I'd be curious to know, for those of you working from home right now, if you've noticed a difference with where you're working or maybe the direction you're facing, if you like to switch things up every now and then, if you like working in different parts of your home, or whether you like to stick to the same spot. As much as I love routine, I do feel that stagnant energy when every day is the same, kind of like how it is now. Morning everyone. It is a beautiful Saturday morning today. I am out and about, and I'm actually walking with a purpose today. I have somewhere to go, and it's not grocery shopping. I'm actually heading to my friend's place just to drop off a few things for her. I'm gonna leave them outside her home, and then I'm gonna head back to the condo immediately. But she needed some glass jars and food storage containers, and I have an abundance of glass jars. If you saw my video on taking off the labels off glass jars, I've been like obsessively doing that. I had a really interesting day yesterday. It started off quite happy, even though it was gray out and a little bit drizzly when I went out. It didn't really affect my mood. I was just very motivated yesterday. I got home, I did morning coffee sessions, and I've been having great writes this week. The first week of May, there were a series of coffee sessions where I just couldn't get into it for whatever reason. But this week, all 3 sessions have been wonderful for me. So I got a lot of inspiration, and I was just like very happily rolling along. And then I got some really sad news. It just very much put me into a funk, and I was like just deeply, deeply sad. I didn't feel like doing anything. I lost all my motivation, and my happiness seemed like an eternity away. There wasn't anything in particular that I felt like doing though. Like, I didn't feel like reading a book. I didn't feel like watching TV. I certainly didn't feel like watching the news or scrolling through Twitter or social media. I didn't feel like doing much of anything. So I did what I normally do. I worked on my website, and it was very hard. I felt so much resistance. I didn't want to do it. I'm doing proofreading right now, and it just felt like such a drag, and it felt also meaningless. just in the grand scheme of things. It's funny though, because as I kept working, I still had that background of sadness, but it almost seemed to take a back seat. Not that it ever went away, and it's still there, but I was able to kind of like work through it. It didn't make it better, but it also didn't have that sort of impact on my day that it used to, where I would just like stop everything that I was doing and go into a state of like mindless consumption of television or just like feeling really, really bad. I was able to remain productive, and that's probably one of the first times I've been able to do that in a state of like in such a funk. So that was kind of a breakthrough for me. I learned that I could just work through my resistance. I was working a lot slower. My mind was really foggy. I didn't feel like I had a clear mind when I was working, because everything was kind of like colored by sadness, and I felt like everything, like I said, was meaningless. But I just kind of did it, and I'm glad I did. I just got home from my friend's place and I did morning pages. I'm now doing laundry. I am super motivated today. I wanted to come on to record this little clip because my friend was so sweet. She gave me a little birthday present. This postcard, she wrote a beautiful message on it that really touched my heart. She's an amazing person. She's the one I've been doing the weekly FaceTime calls with, and we do writing exercises. So we come up with different prompts each week and we take turns. She's a writer and I'm just kind of like getting back to how good writing feels. So it's been a really nourishing and enriching practice. I look forward to our calls every week. We go very deep. I find a lot of meaningful connection with her, which is what I am really wanting in this time. But with the postcard, she gave me this little plant. It is gorgeous. It's a snake plant, and she's been telling me about this for a while. I've been asking her for her tips on what's easy to grow in the condo. We don't have a lot of light. We put all of our plants by the window, and they seem to be doing pretty well there. But this is something that she's recommended to me for a while now, and it is gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna put that with my other plants. I'm just feeling so grateful and so blessed for the friends I have in my life. I don't have a lot of friends. I have a handful of very close friends, and I cherish them. They are very dear to me. Hubby had to work today, so on his way home, he bought Paramount takeaway for dinner. It looks and smells so good. We got the chicken shawarma wraps again, and we only bought 2. The shawarma wraps are pretty small, but they do come with fries. And then this thing here is called mana quiche. It's kind of like a pizza, and the toppings we got are beef and cheese. Looks so delicious. I usually give hubby the bigger portions, so I'll give him the bigger slices of this. And as well, we played this game today where we held both of the chicken shawarma wraps and we chose which one was bigger, or which one we thought was bigger. Hubby chose one and I chose the other. The one I chose ended up being heavier only by 13 grams. So they were pretty close, but I have the smaller one. This is 320 grams and his is 333 grams. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, 7:30 a.m. and I'm going out for a walk, but I am going to go to the grocery store today. I decided to go to Loblaws because I looked at the flyer and I really want some more frozen shrimp and I need lots of veggies. We're out of spinach pretty much, and I've been really into eating a cucumber salad, a very simple cucumber salad. One of you guys actually commented that you've been eating a lot of cucumber with, I think it was like lemon and salt, and it reminded me that I love this cucumber salad recipe that I have. It's very similar. It's just cucumbers, a few like cherry or grape tomatoes, some salt, some vinegar, and some olive oil. So good. So I've gone through 2 cucumbers in the past week. I think I have half a cucumber left, but it's just very refreshing. This hubby's been getting more takeout recently, so yeah, I've got to stock up on some fresh food. I am all done at the grocery store. It wasn't too bad today. There were a lot of people in there, it seemed, but many were wearing masks, and there was no line or anything like that, so it was a pretty smooth grocery store run. I'm wearing a new mask. The writing studio actually gave this to me. One of our community members made this, and my boss bought a bunch of them and sent them out to all the coaches and admin. I bought more than I thought I would. Found a little basil plant, so I thought I would try again. I've had basil plants in the past and they've done well, but then we've gone on vacation and that's when they don't do so well. So since we're not planning to go away in the foreseeable future, probably for years, I thought I would give it another try, and this basil smells so good. I bought 5 gala apples, a bunch of bananas, some spinach, raspberries. I'm still going through a phase where I'm not really craving hot food. Instead, I just want like lots of fruits and vegetables and crackers with peanut butter, that sort of thing. So I bought 2 packages of these crackers. These are really good with that creamed raw honey, delicious. And I also bought 2 packages of Vinta crackers. I like these with cheese and peanut butter, not together. Bought a pack of 3 cucumbers, 3 packs of frozen shrimp, and 2 containers of yogurt. The lemon one is my favorite, and that is it for my grocery haul. I also wanted to show you the mask. Because there's nobody around me when I go out in the morning usually, I only wear the mask if I'm gonna go into a store or if there are a lot of people around. So this is the side that you've seen before that I was wearing outside. And then the other side looks like this, which is actually really pretty too. And then there's this little slot here where you can put in a coffee filter or whatnot, but I feel like this is enough protection for me. It's a double layer of fabric. Good morning, everyone. It is just before 7 a.m. and it is website launch day. I am so excited, but also so tired. I gave myself months for the target date, but I still had so many last minute changes. I didn't love how the website was looking on mobile, so I made a bunch of changes to the format, and then up until last night I was still proofreading stuff. I didn't actually get done. I got sick of it and I just eventually ended up turning off the computer and I went to bed at 10 o'clock. But then I woke up at 2 in the morning and I had this idea of this sentence that I wanted to write out. So I grabbed my phone and I wrote it out thinking I would just update it tomorrow morning or today. But then I couldn't fall back asleep, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do it now. But then I thought of a new page that I wanted to add. So I worked on that. All in, I worked on it for probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours, from like 2 in the morning to 4 in the morning. I went back to bed. Lulu woke me up at 5:30 and then I couldn't fall back asleep again, so I decided to make a bunch of other changes. I still have one more tweak I want to make, but I'll do that when I get home. It's just one sentence, so it shouldn't be too bad, and I don't think it will lead to a whole bunch of other changes, but I do have a lot of ideas for the website that I still want to implement. I just ran out of time for the amount that I wanted to do. There is a lot of content on there. A lot of it was built out based on my old content from previous blogs and such, so it wasn't all that much work. I have to say though, I am super proud of the website. It is very, very me. I've tried to infuse a lot of myself into it, all aspects of my personality, my interests, my thoughts and ideas, and I hope you'll see that when you go through the website. But yeah, I still have so many ideas, so it will still continue to be a work in progress, but I'm happy it is finally launched and I can get back to not thinking about the website 24/7. I have to say though, if it wasn't for my work with the writing studio, I probably would never have done the website. The writing studio was the reason I learned how to use Squarespace. I also found a copy of The Artist's Way at the writing studio, which is why I started doing morning pages. And I'm writing so much every single day, not only with morning pages, but with morning coffee sessions and with my friend and such. So that has really helped me get the confidence to actually build out the content in a website, because I feel like my old writing was very much like always the same. I had one tone and a very specific style, and it was more of a formal business type style. And now I feel like I'm really finding my authentic voice. And even though I still have a long way to go and a lot to learn, I feel like my communication in terms of like written form is so much better. That's thanks to the ghostwriting I did as well, but really the writing studio kind of like put it over the edge in terms of like authenticity. It's getting really windy. I hope you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna end off the vlog now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave a link down below to my website. I would love to hear what you think about it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be back very soon with another vlog. Bye.